So in the last episode, Doomguy soloed 15 villagers and took over their settlement. I wasn't sure what to do with it, so I did a straw poll, and the majority of people say that we should take over the new settlement and abandon the old base. The nice thing about this new settlement is it has a ton of beds and a lot of chairs and tables that we can deconstruct for resources, as we're not going to need all these beds, at least not for a long time. Under the options menu, you can change the maximum allowed settlements from 1 to I think max 5, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the more settlements you have, the harder the game gets. We're going to take over this new settlement, and we'll keep our old one just for now, at least until we can move all the resources from our old settlement to our new one. Speaking of our old settlement, we still have a prisoner here, Fleeb, who is relatively hard to recruit, 53% recruitment difficulty with a 21 resist. What I do like about Fleeb is that he has 18 in intellectual, so he can research really quickly. However, he doesn't like women, and he has a chemical fascination, meaning that if we have any special substances, please don't demonetize me, YouTube, he'll just go ahead and take them and we can't stop him. Also, he's 72 years old, and the older a colonist gets, the more health problems they start to have. So I don't really know if it's going to be a great investment to keep him around, as it makes the game harder the more colonists you have. Also, if we do want to recruit Fleeb, I think we should put him in our main room, as it's going to increase his mood. And the higher a prisoner's mood is, the easier it is to recruit them, and the more resist you take down each time you talk to them. So yeah, we're going to have Seraph take Fleeb to this room, and we would take Fleeb over to our new base, except for Seraph is wounded, he's only moving at 69%, and he's not going to be able to carry Fleeb over by himself. Our other prisoner we picked up, Hornet, has some of the best traits I've ever seen in the game, and while I was editing, I realized that his nickname corresponds very well to his traits and his skills. He's a Hornet that has a burning passion for plants. He also likes to melee just like a Hornet would. He has a great memory. I think Hornets have a great memory because they have to remember where their hive is and stuff. He also works extremely quickly, having industrious for 35% more work speed, as well as very neurotic for 40% more work speed. And it's easy for him to have a mental breakdown, which I think Hornets are very easy to anger. So I thought that was pretty cool. Either that's an insane coincidence or there's pre-built colonists. I don't feel like his name, his skills, and his traits were completely random. I feel like that's too much of a coincidence. And then we have the icing on the cake, which I completely forgot about. He has an ambrosia addiction. Like, come on. Ambrosia is a rare harvestable plant that improves mood. And it wasn't like their entire village had an ambrosia addiction. It was just him. Like, you can't tell me a colonist named Hornet having an addiction to a plant was a coincidence. There's got to be some colonists that are pre-built. One thing we do have to watch out for, though, is the wealth of our buildings is pretty high. Like, this room has a wealth of 2,300. This room has a wealth of 1,500. That's pretty high. 1,897. Wealth essentially is just the worth of whatever's inside the building, and I believe it even includes the building materials like the walls and the flooring. Every once in a while we get raided, and the raid strength is dependent on how much wealth we have, as well as some other factors like how many colonists we have. But I could definitely see us getting raided by a pretty strong force really early on in this episode. In our old base, another Thrumbo spawned. I don't know if we want to have Doomguy go back and try to take it on, because I don't know if we can actually just leave Hornet here just chilling. Someone's also going to need to feed him as well, or we could have Doomguy drop some of his pemmican in here. Yeah, it's not going to work because Hornet currently cannot move. And we got a heat wave, by the way, which is not a huge deal. I mean, we have cooling set up, but since Hornet cannot move, he will not get up to feed himself. And I guess now he can move. So we might actually just be able to leave some of the pemmican here. We'll also have Doomguy chat him up a bit, even though Doomguy is not very social. I doubt Doomguy will reduce his resist by that much. He lowered it by 0.4. Yeah, that's not that much. Seraph could do way better. It's 4 a.m., which, as you guys know, is game time. And we're going to have Doomguy run back to our base and try to take on a Thrumbo that spawned. It's only going to take 0.2 days to make it back home. I think Hornet should be fine. All right, so Doomguy made it back home. And first thing we're going to try to do is take on this Thrumbo with Doomguy and Seraph. That's gonna piss it off. Yep, it's chasing. Tagged it again, good. We need to tag it a few times because Seraph is not as quick as Doomguy. And yeah, Doomguy can kite. We'll actually just kite it away from Seraph. We still want Seraph to get tagged at all. And yeah, I think we tagged it enough. It's slow now. Should be good to go here. Seraph needs to just run though. Seraph, I don't know if can outrun it. Doomguy definitely can at this point. I also gave the revolver to Seraph. I think it's a better weapon than the recurve bow he was using, even though the revolver is only good and the recurve bow is excellent. Revolver only has a warm-up time of 0.3 seconds. The cooldown is 1.6, so like after he loads the bullet, it pretty much instant fires, versus the recurve bow has a cooldown of 1.65, and then it has to warm up for 1.45. It is a bit more accurate, but I think the revolver is better in this situation, just in terms of being able to get off more shots. And yeah, the Thrumbo is going down. It's pretty much hurting. It's got really good armor though, so a lot of our shots aren't piercing it, but yeah, there it goes. All right, so we butchered up the Thrumbo, and I think the plan will be we'll try to cook up some of the meat. And yeah, Seraph just got 1.1 resist down just by talking to Fleeb because his social skill, and Fleeb's not even in a good mood. But yeah, I want to start unloading the settlement, and we just got to be really pick and choosy about what we want to take. Like, I would like to take this wooden butcher table, but it does weigh 20 kg, so I don't know if that's going to happen. It's just going to depend on how much weight we have and how much weight we can carry. I wonder if we have to carry Fleeb, by the way, or if he'll walk. And maybe Fleeb can actually carry stuff for us, which would be really nice. Just by taking Fleeb though, our movement's going down from 42 to 25. So I think he can walk, but he is in shackles. Let's take all this chocolate. We got this chocolate from 2 cargo drops earlier. Butcher table would slow us down by not that much, only 0.2. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Like, I'm surprised we're able to take this much. Although yeah, I'm pretty sure our prisoner can carry stuff because we have a mass of 105 kg. And if you add up all these numbers, 31 plus 28 plus 34, I'm pretty sure that probably adds up to around 105. And it's only going to take 0.8 days. It's not even going to take a full day to get back. And yeah, here we go. They're going to gather everything. I don't know if Fleeb's going to gather stuff, or I guess we're just loading stuff up in Fleeb's inventory. Yep. We're just loading stuff up on them. First things first, let's deconstruct all these sleeping spots. And let's just make a giant storage room in here. Well, I guess this is kind of a nice room. Maybe we should make the storage room like down here. Hornet's on edge because of his ambrosia withdrawal. Since he might go berserk, I want to take off his wooden war mask because this increases the pain shock threshold by 10%, so he's much less likely to go down. I feel like having that on a prisoner is not a good thing. We want the prisoner to go down ASAP. And Hornet has gone berserk. We had Doomguy and Seraph drop their weapons, and oh no, he's attacking Fleeb. We gotta save Fleeb. And then Doomguy will take care of Hornet. Hopefully it just doesn't kill him. And we knocked him out. Awesome. Before we do bandage everyone up, there's a reoccurring comment that I've seen in pretty much every video saying that we should have given Doomguy medical skill, and the more I thought about it, the more it made sense because essentially Doomguy just runs through levels of Doom, and whenever he finds a med pack, he instantly heals himself, which like right there I would say, okay, 20 medical. Like, he can instantly bandage himself up just by finding a med pack. I don't know, what do you guys think? I gave him 10 medical, and is that too much? He doesn't have any passions for it, so if we do find someone that really likes medical, we could eventually train them up to 20. Also, you guys may notice Doomguy's shooting and melee is still at 20. Well, his melee is actually about to dip down below 20. It's probably going to go to 19 soon. Really high level skills will decay, and in the base game, they decay really quickly. So quickly, in fact, that if you're not having them do that action all the time, their skill will just decay. From what I gathered, a lot of people seem to think this system was a bit over the top, and so I installed this pretty widely accepted mod, 5 stars, 1500 ratings, which essentially allows you to lower the decay rate. I set it to 25%, so skills are only going to decay at a 25% rate now. I didn't actually know this, but the mod also changes the trait Great Memory, which before it had the skill decay rate, but now it increases the learning rate by 25%. And Hornet actually has that skill, so I'm sure some of you guys were looking at that and being like, that's not the Great Memory trait. But yeah, we'll have Doomguy tend to everyone because he's now our best medic, and that kind of gives him something to do. Like, before he really had nothing to do around camp. He is pretty useless when it comes to most things that's not combat related. Another thing you guys may have noticed is we have an absorbent amount of chairs and tables. And so we're going to start deconstructing a lot of them for wood. We definitely don't need this many tables. And the chairs we don't need for now, but we can use the chairs for a lot of things. Transport pod crash. That is at our old base. Nabs is gonna bleed out in 7 hours. She's got really good animal skill, and she's a jogger, so she's quick. She might actually have some purpose, like we could have her run on caravan missions, and she'll be quicker on the map because she has that extra movement speed bonus. We'll have Doomguy head back and try to save her. It's gonna take 0.2 days. The heat wave literally just got over that we were just in, and we got another one. Heat waves are kind of annoying though, because like even though Fleeb has a cooler in here, he still gets his slep in the heat debuff. And Doomguy made it back, but Nab's gonna bleed out in 2 hours. Let's see if we can save her. Apparently she belongs to a enemy faction too. She's not gonna join us right away, which is kind of annoying. We got her in bed, and she's gonna die in 0.8 hours. Can Doomguy save her? Wait, I think he's got this. 25. Yep, he saved her. She's got a recruitment difficulty of 52% and resist remaining 22. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Is she good enough for us to want to recruit her? I mean, Sarah's pretty convincing. He lowers resist by 1.5 each time he talks to someone. We're gonna have Doomguy pick up Nabs. I guess she can carry stuff too, but she currently can't move, so I don't know how she's carrying stuff. Like, Doomguy is gonna have to carry her and whatever she's carrying. We're gonna grab her and the rest of the stuff we had at this base, which wasn't that much stuff. Doomguy got the plague. Well, it's good we brought along medicine and he has a decent medical skill now because he got a 10 quality of 48%. That's pretty good. The higher the 10 quality, the slower the disease progresses. We can give our second settlement a name. We'll call it Argent Facility as that's another Doom level. Not very creative, I know. Whoa, Doomguy's immunity is going up quick. He's at 64% now and the plague's only at 42. He does have the super immune trait, so I think that does help a bit. Well, Doomguy got over the plague pretty easily. I think it only got to like 60%, but then Hornet went berserk yet again. That ambrosia withdrawal is really hurting him. So we triple teamed him, took him out, and we've officially put him in quarantine until his withdrawal's over. And he's actually about to join us. Seraph just got almost 2 of his resist down just by talking to him because he's now in Catharsis, so his mood's really good. Catharsis basically just happens when somebody has a breakdown, and it's a pretty huge mood boost for a few days. On the bright side, Hornet's almost through with his withdrawal. He's at 80%, and I think once he gets to 100, the addiction will completely go away. At our first base, a rhino self-tamed, and I sent Doomguy back to get it. While he was gone, we got raided, and though Hornet did join us, he doesn't have the best shooting skill. I think it's only like 6. And Seraph had food poisoning, so he can move at only like 20% speed. It was up to Fleeb to solo defend this raid against 3 relatively decent gunmen. But with Fleeb's great bow, I think we can just run and gun. And yeah, we have more range than they do. Nadine, are you gonna chase? Looks like Nadine wants to chase, I think. We tagged her. That's awesome. We tagged Nadine again. They're all chasing, except there's one person that's not chasing. Link is going for our piggies. Oh, rip piggies. Not really gonna worry about them right now though. I mainly got a 2v1 Nadine and Fletcher with Fleeb. Oh no, Fleeb, get out of range of the revolver. We have better range with the bow, that's the whole thing. The great bow has 30 range, whereas the revolver does not. I don't know what Fletcher's doing. He's just sitting there, or she. We tagged her. We killed, who was that? Fletcher. Wow, that was so off, Nadine. Oh, we got Nadine too. And the pirates are fleeing. All right, well, Doomguy made it back, and he's actually not doing too great. His mood's not in a good spot right now, but we do need to take out this Thrumbo, just because I think it's going to leave soon, like it's been here for a while. So hopefully Doomguy doesn't have a mental breakdown while this is all going down. Oh no, don't chase those guys. Chase Doomguy. Charge Doomguy, please. Not these guys. Just run, no running gun, just run. Hornet got like hit, I think, but he didn't take any damage. Holy crap, this thing is terrifying. No, Hornet. Just run. Man, this Thrumbo is a tanky Thrumbo. Here we go, finally we're slowing it down. And okay, we got it. Hornet just got bruised in his arm too. It's not too bad. I did forget to even mention that Fleeb joined us. He joined us about the same time that Hornet did. He has 12 shooting skill and he really likes to shoot, which is why I had him 1v2 in that battle earlier, and we only had 1 great bow available. He also has 18 intellectual, and we built him a research table in his own room. And essentially from now on, he's just pretty much going to be living in this room, which he does like. He gets a 5 moodlet bonus for having a spacious interior and a 3 moodlet bonus for having a slightly impressive bedroom. He also has a minor passion for his work while he's researching, so he gets a 8 moodlet bonus. So his mood's pretty much always going to be in a good spot as long as he's just researching and taking care of his needs. Mainly doesn't run out of food or anything. We butchered the Thrumbo and got a ton of Thrumbo meat, around 220 Thrumbo meat, and we've been cooking up a lot of meals. Hornet can cook really quickly, and he has a cooking skill of 5, which is decent, but it's not good enough. People still get food poisoning. And so we're gonna have Seraph with his 5 construction skill attempt to build a nutrient paste dispenser. I've never used one of these before, but in the comment section people were telling me to try it out, and I looked more into it, and apparently it's really good early on if you have no one that is really good at cooking, because I don't believe people can get sick while eating nutrient paste. They don't like it, so if they do eat it, they get a -4 moodlet debuff, but that's way better in my opinion than risking the chance of them getting food poisoning. And so we're going to build this thing. It costs 90 steel and 3 components, and we're just going to hope that Seraph does not botch it. It does require 5 construction, so I'm assuming it's going to be hard to build, and if he does botch it, I think we'll lose 1 or 2 components as well as I believe half the steel, which we don't have that much steel right now, so hopefully he doesn't botch it. He's getting close. And holy cow, he did it. Awesome. It does require power though, okay. And we're nearly out of steel, so we're gonna have to get more steel somehow. Everyone in the colony has 0 mining skill, or Seraph, for example, can't even mine. Nabs actually does have 4 mining skill, and she's about to join us. 4.6 resist remaining only. Well, looks like we're gonna wait till we recruit Nabs, and then we'll have her mine. Since we need a miner really bad, and there's nothing we can do to speed up the recruitment of Nabs, we're gonna have Doomguy run another solo mission over to this nearby village, which is gonna take 0.04 days. He's gonna be there in like less than an hour, I think. We messed these guys up earlier in last episode, and I think we killed a few, and then some of them were bleeding when we left. We didn't fully take out the village, but I'm wondering what happened to them. Like, did they heal themselves up? Did they just end up bleeding out? All right, Doomguy made it here, and they're actually just charging out right away. They can sense his presence. And it looks like they not only did heal up everyone, they did pick up more people, I think. They have 21 villagers that I can count, and the last raid we did, where we took it over, they only had 15 villagers total. And earlier, I don't think they had this many. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they did recruit more colonists. I gave Doomguy some flak pants and a flak vest, so he is slightly slower than normal Doomguy, but I think he's still gonna be able to outrun these guys. And we got our first kill on Krika, who had no mining skill, only one, so not a big deal. And we're getting close to them. This is not ideal. I don't know if we can outrun them with... Well, I think we can. Like, if they're using run and gun and we are, we should be able to outrun them. Just slightly. I also noticed that if you're moving too quickly, you end up getting way ahead of them, and then it's actually harder to use run and gun. You just want to move it like the right speed, which this might be the right speed. Because yeah, like right now we're not outrunning them, and they're staying inside of our range for the most part. Oh, Doomguy got tagged already. Wow. Good shot, Sayas. Hit on his leg, oh no. Moving at 89% only. That might be enough to make it so we have to leave. And we can keep going. He's not bleeding or anything. It was just bruised because the flak pants, I guess. He's still running most of these guys. I think he might heal that wound over time too. I don't even think he needs to bandage it. I think it might actually just get better while he's walking. Although I guess it is a crack. So his tibia got cracked and then he got a bruise on his leg too. The crack on Doomguy's tibia and the bruise on his leg are both healing. He's moving at 94% now. Earlier he was moving at like 91. And we're not having any problems outrunning these guys. And by the way, is Caribou any good? He's only good at crafting. No thanks. But yeah, essentially the strat is like if someone gets down like this, we could probably capture them and then just run north, which is why we're just running in a circle. And oh, there's Sice again. Oh, we tagged Sice. Very good. We got him in the neck. Oh, he's gonna bleed out in like 12 hours. Each person we tag starts bleeding and eventually they'll go down. And the idea is actually we kind of want to kite in wider circles so that we have more of a distance in case someone goes down that we really would like to pick up. Another hit on Sice. Yeah, screw that guy. Sice is a... Oh, another one on Sice. He's not feeling too good. 3 arrows on him. Oh, Doomguy got hit, but I think the armor just absorbed it. Yeah, he didn't get hurt at all. He does have malnutrition now, though. We might have to get a lot of distance and then try to eat. There's no way they're leaving. They're actually fleeing, dude. We didn't even kill that many of them. Zoga is down, and he has 9 mining. He's only got 1 hour, though. Holy cow, how are we gonna save this guy? Ooh, Crow actually has a burning passion for mining. And Crow is beautiful. And a cannibal, too. I don't know if that's good or bad. Caltribai also only got 1 hour. Yeah, he's done for. Guy's not that good anyways. Is there anyone else? Like, there's Walrus, who is a psychopath. He doesn't have that good of skills. All right, we captured Crow, and her cut on her right leg did turn into an infection. We got a 46-10 quality on that, though, which is pretty good. We need to get her a real bed so she can sleep it off, and so let's explore this place. There was nothing in these 2 buildings. Let's actually bring Crow in this room. It's going to make her infection go away quicker if she is sleeping on a bed. And more beds. Okay, we'll bring her in this room then, because it's more spacious. Now for these rooms, though, there's got to be stuff in here. More chairs, okay. Guessing this is a storage room. Yeah, they got some husky meat. How do they get husky meat, by the way? Where are they finding huskies down here? And some pemmican, as usual. We haven't gotten to their good stuff, though. There's got to be stuff in here, right? Just a bunch of beds. Holy cow. What a lame raid that was. Let's actually bring Crow in this room now because there is even more space in here. Crow, by the way, has a recruitment difficulty of 76% with 26 resist. I'm not sure if that makes it so it's harder to reduce her resist or once we get it down to 0, it's harder to recruit her. But we will find out, assuming that she does survive this infection. And a wanderer joined us. Sasquatch joined us at our first colony. He is actually decent at construction, aiding construction, really likes animals and crafting as well, but likes to eat a lot. He's a gourmand, so he eats more, and he gets +4 cooking skill, but he's incapable of cooking. So that's a pretty negative trait for him to have. And he is a brawler as well, so he's a little bit better in melee. We'll have him leave our old base with a rhino that did just self-tame. So yeah, we'll have him just run back solo. It's going to take him 0.5 days and hopefully doesn't run into any enemies. We're going to take over this colony as well just for now. And we're eventually just going to dump off these other 2, I think, just because it's annoying having events happen in the other colonies. We have to go all the way back for them. Although this one is actually really close to our new colony. Maybe we just keep these 2 and then dump our old one because it is kind of far. But like it literally takes Doomguy less than even an hour to get over here. So it's not that bad if an event happens at this new new colony. We could just dump the old one right now, except for it does have a bunch of mending kits that I want to go pick up, which are pretty heavy. And it does have like a bunch of wood and steel that I want to pick up too. And seeing as we finally do have somebody that's pretty good at animal taming, I mean, I guess 5 is not that high. If he can tame like maybe some elephants, hopefully they can carry stuff, because rhinos can't. And we've tamed 2 rhinos so far. Yeah, elephants require 6 handling skill, so we need Sasquatch to level up his handling to 1 more. What about camels? Can we train camels with our low trainer skill? Yeah, we actually can. They require 0 handling. Okay, we'll have Sasquatch just head up here then. We'll have him stop at Ondon, and he can train some of these camels, because camels can carry stuff. And so once we train those camels, we'll go back to our original base and we'll just haul everything and we can just dump that base. A caravan from the kinship of Toll is approaching. They are a slaver. Ooh, and whoa, they got a bunch of people here for sale, which we could actually afford. I think we do have 700 silver. And then can we sell them anything? No, we can't. Well, let's just see who we missed out on, I guess. Chantel's the most expensive. She's 1500 and she's not really all that good. Careful shooter, I guess, so she would be good with like a bolt, I think. Nabs is really good with animals. Didn't we run into this person earlier? Masochist. Wait, we have Nabs. That person had the exact same traits as our prisoner. Oh, the reason why Nabs is showing up is they'll actually buy Nabs from us for $625. Holy cow. Daffo is actually really good at cooking, 10 cooking, but can't haul and stuff, which is annoying. Larson's really no good. Snowy's good with plants and animals, but he's a pyromaniac, no thank you. And Lobster is really good with plants, but we already have Hornet. So yeah, I don't think we'll take any of these guys. It looks like Nabs decided to join us. And our main base, there's no wildlife we really want to tame. At least I'm not seeing anything that can haul. And so we're going to have her head over to the new base. It's only going to take her 0.05 days. But yeah, here we go. Nabs going to try to train the camels. And she does have some kibble. I don't think that really matters, just as long as the animals can eat it. But 11 training skill versus a 0 training required camel. I think there should be a pretty high chance she gets it. Yeah, we got it on the first team, 56% chance. So that's actually really easy to do. See if she can go 2 for 2 now. Apparently she ran out of kibble, and Crow's infection is now extreme. It's at 87%, but her immunity is 92%. And Doomguy is tending her as well. You got a 48% tend, and I think that should be enough. I think she should survive here. Yorkies joined us. So Yorkies actually aren't that bad. Like, they're completely useless for us for the most part. Like, they can nuzzle colonists, but apparently it was nerfed and they can only do it like every day, I guess. Yorkies can do it, which is actually pretty good. The thing is, they consume a lot of food though, and so I don't think we can afford to keep them around. I think the home base should be okay for now. Everyone seems to be in an okay mood. And we have Fleep here defending it with his 12 shooting skill. We're gonna send Doomguy and Nabs back to our first base, and we're gonna retrieve those Yorkies. Alright, Doomguy made it back to the first base, and we're gonna have him along with all the Yorkies. And I guess the rat as well. The Yorkies slow us down, but then the rat actually speeds us up. I don't get how that works. We're gonna have them head over to Kamiran, who now is actually neutral with us. They like the fact that we took out some of the Krubo of the Delta villages. Alright, Doomguy made it to Kamiran with the Yorkies, which by the way are mostly starving. These things have a voracious appetite. We sell them all, we can actually get a pretty nice profit of $320. Wait, these guys have a BFG 9000? That's a Doomguy weapon. It costs 3,000. We should definitely farm up for that. We can craft it, but it's gonna take us a long time. But we're gonna need a lot more money to pick that up, and they only have 1,200. At our first base, there's a trader that has a UAC heavy assault rifle, but it's poor quality, so it's only selling for $664. And it's actually not that accurate, but it does 70 damage. It shoots a burst counts of 4 with a 27 range, and it's got like decent armor pen. I think we should definitely try to pick this up. We have $664, it's just we don't have it here at this base. Yeah, we got 500 silver at our main base. Sasquatch can get here in 0.16 days. I hope the trader will stay here that long. And Sasquatch made it here. Yep, we got it. UAC heavy assault rifle. And I feel like this thing's gonna be extremely broken. It doesn't have that much range though, so there's a trade-off. And apparently it's really heavy. It lowers movement speed of whoever's using it by 0.25, which is actually quite a lot. So it's gonna be hard to kite with whoever's using it. We could just use the gun as like a base defense gun and keep it at our main base. Because I feel like having a gun that's that heavy on the map is gonna make us really slow, and I don't know if we want that. There's some ship chunks here, and holy cow, they got a lot of components. 8 plus 9, and then this last one too is gonna have some. We really need those components bad too. 9 more components, holy cow. We're gonna make a caravan with everyone, and we did tame another camel, so we have a huge carrying capacity of 315 kg. Each camel can carry twice what a person can carry. But yeah, we're really just gonna grab everything that we can. Can we get all these mending kits? Holy cow, they're heavy. Maybe we'll just leave them here, and then we'll come back and we'll sell them to the village we want to trade with. Grab all the steel. Oh yeah, easy. How about a 378 wood? Yeah, it's not actually that bad. We're up to 276 mass, but we're still moving at 26.5 tiles. That's not bad. It's only gonna take half a day to get back to the main base. All right, let's do it. While we were forming our caravan, we actually got raided by Kev and Vort from the Guns faction. Vort is actually pretty solid. He's got a burning passion for intellectual and medical and mining. We already have someone with 18 intellectual, so we'd probably just use him for the mining if we did take him out. He's also iron-willed, so it's harder for him to have a mental breakdown, and apparently this trait doesn't actually have any negative effects for the most part. They just can't get a mood boost from socializing, which I don't know if that's all that big of a deal, especially if we're gonna make this person our researcher. If we make him our researcher though, Fleeb's gonna be kind of useless, so I don't know. Also, though, I would like to try out the new gun on these guys. We're not going to, and we're just gonna snipe at them with the great bow. We hit Vort. Oh, we got him down. We didn't kill him. Awesome. He's gonna bleed out in 12 hours, but that's completely fine. And his friend's running. Ooh, we don't care about recruiting. He's pyromaniac. All right, we healed up Vort, and Doomguy's got to carry him at least until he can meet up with this caravan, which we actually turned it around. And I think these camels might actually be able to help carry him, even though the mass is 269 out of 280. So I don't know if they're gonna be able to help that much. But yeah, let's merge these two caravans. And they're moving at 13 tiles per day, so that's actually not that bad. I'm pretty sure it was going to take Doomguy longer if he just solo hauled him, because yeah, he was moving at 8 tiles per day and the caravan's now moving at 13. I prefer them to be all traveling together too, in case we get ambushed, and there's a pretty good chance we do get ambushed, mainly because we have so many animals and stuff. I think the more people and animals you have, the higher chance it is that you get ambushed. At our main base there's a trader, and they have another UAC weapon, which actually doesn't seem that good. Well, I don't know. I can't really tell if it's good or not. It's got 14 damage. Its cooldown is a little bit less than a second, and its warm-up time is only 0.25 seconds, which would make it really good for a careful shooter. It doesn't seem over the top broken. Let's pick one up though, and let's give them like our chocolate. We give them all of our psychite tea and then some ambrosia as well, which I think this was almost completely decayed. And the clothing and stuff, like they'll buy this pig skin tribal wear for $50. That's insane to me. Plain leather pants for 51. Holy cow. You guys can have all that crap. We just have so much clothing just sitting around the base. Like, I'm down just to dump all this. And yeah, we just got a UAC EMG sidearm. I think we have someone with careful aim in here. Or maybe I'm just making stuff up in my head. Yeah, I don't think we have anyone with the trait. We will keep an eye out for someone with careful aim though. A refugee is chased at Eye of the Storm, which is our base that's close to this one. Well, to fight the people off his tail, their group is composed of one pentinent. I don't know what that is. It's Kruba of the Delta. Oh yeah, these guys are really low tier. We should be fine. We'll offer him safety, and he has no clothes. He really likes to mine, so we could just have him auto mine. He does like the special stuff, and he does not like women, which is okay, I guess. I mean, he's just happy to be set up in a mine somewhere, so I think we'll just do that. We'll send off Doomguy to help him out. It will slow the caravan down a bit, but we'll have the main caravan just keep on going, and Doomguy will head into Eye of the Storm and help him out. And here comes Mantis, who just has a knife. Doomguy's right behind her. As far as Mantis is concerned, her traits aren't bad, but her skills are not great. No burning passions, and no passions that we really care about, so yeah, we're just gonna take her out. We didn't even need Doomguy for this. I'm sure Safi could have just held his own. That did give Doomguy a nice mood boost, so that's nice. Exotic goods trader from Kinley of Westphalia is at our main base actually, and exotic goods traders will buy the Thrumbahorns, I believe, and we have 2 of them. So here's the main trade caravan, and then Cassin, who is our leader, is super slow. Like, I don't know how they're managing to get anywhere, but that dude is literally moving at a snail's pace. Honestly, so we have 3 Thrumbahorns actually. They'll spend $459 on each. They don't have enough money to buy all 3 though. You can sell them too. They have a UAC Gauss cannon. What is with all these UAC weapons? Did I just not notice these before? It's a rocket launcher that costs $2,700. I wonder if we could pick this thing up. 3 Thrumbahorns is $1,300, but then there's not really much else we have that they want. We could give up Briar, our rhino, and we actually have another rhino that's coming in. I don't feel like the rhinos really do a whole lot, and our other rhino's a male, so it's not like they can mate or anything. I feel like they're gonna get killed in a raid. Like, I don't feel like we really care about rhinos. We'll just sell them 2 Thrumbahorns for now, as that's all they can afford. And when our caravan gets back here, they might have enough stuff that we can sell these guys. Like, they do have some money, and the extra rhino might be enough so they can pick up that Gauss cannon. Besides, they're gonna be here for quite some time. Like, Cassin is gonna take days to get even across our territory. Wait, there's another exotic goods trader at our other base. I wonder if they have anything better. Doomguy can make it back there quick. Let's check it out. Yeah, so it looks like they have the BFG 9000. Is this thing a lot better? It has a warm-up time of 4 seconds, but the range is 30, which is pretty nice. It is 500 damage. I feel like we want the BFG. A third exotic goods trader showed up at our main base, and they have a BFG, a Gauss cannon, and a UAC rocket launcher, which, like, I don't know why there's so many exotic goods traders just running around here. But another question is, which should we pick up? I guess they're all the same price because of Seraph's negotiating skill. And one thing I'm noticing is the rocket launcher has a cooldown of 5.2 seconds with a 3.8 warm-up time, whereas the BFG only has a cooldown of 2 seconds, but its warm-up time is 4. However, because Doomguy is trigger happy, that warm-up time will be cut down to 2 seconds. So it'll have a cooldown of 2 and a warm-up time of 2. That's not bad considering it's a BFG, and I think it's going to be super OP. I believe we have enough if we sell them the Thrumbo Horn, the 2 Rhinos, and then we got to give them a bunch of silver, pretty much all of our silver. While the goods trader's wandering around, one of their people passed out. I think we can strip him, and it doesn't say it's going to anger the faction. It only says it's going to anger them if we capture him. Yeah, they're completely fine with us stripping him. Now we'll rescue him. He had a flak vest and flak pants on, which is really nice. Oh, and we're getting raided. This dude's got a heavy SMG, bolt action rifle, machine pistol, sniper rifle on this guy. Oh no. I've actually never seen a sniper rifle before. 45 range, and it's extremely accurate. I feel like after we picked up the BFG, our difficulty went way up. Like, we were not getting raided by anything that's even close to this. I don't actually even know if we need to fight these guys, because we do have this exotic trader here, and they might help out. But yeah, so we got 3 fighters here. Safi is pretty good at shooting. He's got 8 shooting, and he's decent at mining, so I would like to not lose him. But one of our prisoners has like 13 mining and a burning passion for it, so if we do lose him, that's okay. We gave him the flak vest and the flak pants that we got from stripping that guy from the exotic trader, and we gave him a UAC EMG sidearm, which we'll see if this thing's any good. Fleeb is our researcher with 19 intellectual, but we do have a prisoner that has 18, and our prisoner has a burning passion for it. So again, if we lose Fleeb, it's not the biggest deal, and Fleeb does have 12 shooting. He's got a flak vest, flak pants, and we gave him the UAC heavy assault rifle, and we got Doomguy with flak pants, flak vest, and the BFG. The main person we gotta watch out for in line of sight is Jet. That dude has super range with that sniper. We're gonna try to use line of sight to our advantage. And Hornet's hiding in his room, but that's completely okay. Maybe we can get Doomguy to get off a shot here. There we go. Oh, we just killed someone. Another one? Oh, Carlos is dead. This thing's insane. I don't know why these guys aren't charging in. Like, they're just doing the wander thing. Like, I guess they haven't decided they want to raid us yet. And that guy's dead. They're beginning their assault. Oh, it's a bit too late for that, guys. The assault's already almost over, it looks like. Oh, Doomguy got tagged. Hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, he got tagged again. We're gonna kite these guys over to Fleeb and Safi. And yeah, Doomguy's actually fine. And these guys are running. Holy cow, the BFG is nuts. Do these guys have any guns? Like, I'm not seeing any guns on the ground. I think the BFG vaporized their guns. What is going on here? Wait, there's another raid going on. And they're fighting the whatchamacallits. I saw a message that they were beginning their assault, but I didn't see another raid message. I wonder if that was stragglers from the other raid. They brought us a bolt action rifle, a good one, and a incendiary launcher, and some silver. We're gonna have Doomguy, Nabs, and one of our camels go out on a mission, and we're gonna bring a bunch of our random goods that we have just lying around. Like, I think we want to bring pretty much all of our skins and furs and stuff, just because I'm pretty sure everything that's lying around is increasing our wealth, which we don't want to have a high wealth. It's going to take us 0.8 days to get to Maidesmire, which we can trade at. We'll try to sell them everything. And then not much longer to get to the prisoner camp. Apparently we ran into a caravan while we were on the road. I didn't even know you could do that and trade with them. Do they have anything that we want? Not really. And by the way, I should have brought someone along that's good at social. We're not getting much of a negotiator bonus, but we'll sell them a lot of our furs, I guess, just because we want to dump stuff off. And like, they'll buy clothes, we'll just sell them clothes. We then made it to Maidesmire, where they have 2,800, and they'll buy all of our thermo fur maybe. Yeah, we can sell that for almost 1,200. Megasloth wool, the camel hair, some smoke leaf leaves, and then we have a bunch of just random weapons that we brought that we're just laying around that we're not really going to use. And oh, these guys have a Praetor suit for 5,000 almost. Holy cow. We're going to have a goal of farming up enough money for that in the next episode, which we're actually kind of close after selling everything off. At Maidesmire, I think we're at like 3K-ish. But now we're heading towards this prisoner camp where Amanda is being held prisoner. Alright, we made it to the camp, and Amanda actually really really likes cooking, which is awesome. Hornet's a good cook, but I would rather have him planting full time. Let's see what we're working with here. Decker has a machine pistol, and they got McFly over here with marine armor and a marine helmet and an LMG. And we could actually recruit him. He is super good. He's got 8 crafting skill, and he's too smart, which makes him learn crafting even quicker, although he can have mental breakdowns really easily. He's got a 26% higher chance to have a mental breakdown, but he also is tough. Like, this guy is so good, actually. And we're gonna actually make an area for the camel, and we're gonna make it so the camel can only go in that area, and I'm hoping that will make it so it won't run in and get killed. And holy cow, they're already shooting their mortar. The thing has insane range. All right, let's take out Decker. I think we just gotta go for him. Like, oh, we tagged him. I don't know if we want to vaporize him. Oh, we got him. Nabs is doing work with the heavy assault rifle that we gave her. That thing's insane. It's pretty inaccurate, but it does 70 damage a pop. So if it does connect, it does really good damage. Oh no. Oh, that hit Nabs, I think. And then Doomguy got tagged by the turret, but I think he just took out the turret. Yeah, he took it out one shot. Oh no, Doomguy got tagged again. I think the way we do this is we take out their power source, and we're gonna BFG that thing. RIP their solar generator. Oh. Okay, that was not even close. I think we'll just have Nabs try to spray down McFly, and I don't think she's gonna kill him because he's got good armor. We didn't kill him first hit. We tagged him pretty hard though. Like, he's gotta be bleeding out, right? Yeah, he's bleeding out pretty hard, and we shot off his right arm. Oh no. And Nabs went into a sad wander. Since Nabs in a sad wander, we can't control her, and she can wander anywhere, including in front of this mini turret. So first things first, let's take out that turret. We can attack it while staying outside of range of it. And oh, Nabs is in range. Okay, we got the turret. And what is Amanda doing? We'll free Amanda, I guess. And she's joining us. Now we just gotta wait for McFly to bleed out. It says it's only got 4 hours, but it's not gonna be that long. In the meantime, there's 3 steel plus 3. Wait, we can just knock down one of these sandbags. Let's just BFG this sandbag, and we should be able to get enough steel. Yeah, and we're gonna make a steel door really fast because when McFly does go down, he's gonna be very wounded. We're gonna have to stitch him up. And we have to do it in a enclosed location. And McFly went down. He's unconscious. Okay, awesome. All right, we got the door up, and we're gonna capture McFly. He's got 2 hours, but I think we should be able to save him. And yeah, we saved him. He is missing a right arm, so we're gonna have to do something about that. But he will survive. And first things first, we're gonna take his marine armor, and we're gonna give that all to Doomguy. We'll also start deconstructing everything while Nabs is in a sad wander. Except for the base, we have to leave the base for McFly. The marine armor is poor, but it still gives 86% armor against pretty much everything that's not the head, which is insanely good. And then we have the marine helmet, which gives 100% armor against the head. A lot of weapons do armor piercing damage, but for the most part, Doomguy is gonna be pretty safe against a lot of attacks. And even the ones that do armor piercing damage only do like a percentage, so he's gonna be really tanky now. The armor does reduce his movement speed by quite a lot though, negative 0.4. And with the BFG lowering his movement speed as well, like, he's not gonna be moving quick at all. McFly has this mod Joywire, which I was looking at and I wasn't sure what it does. Like, it just looks like it makes him dumber, and essentially it does. Like, he's only 80% efficient at everything, but the Joywire gives him a 30 permanent mood bonus, which I feel like could easily offset the fact that he always has mental breakdowns because his mood is always gonna be so good. That's actually a really cool mod that he has. He's also really easy to recruit actually. He's only got resist of 12 and he's recruitment difficulty 32%. His only problem now is we need to figure out how to give him another arm. There are mech arms in this game that actually make him stronger, but I think they're pretty expensive. Alright, well, Nab snapped out of her sad wander and we were able to deconstruct pretty much the whole base. If we reform the caravan, McFly can actually help us carry stuff, and they got a lot of steel. Can we even carry all that? 388 steel, we can't carry it all, and 30 uranium and some marble blocks. It would actually be really nice to get all that. We could just have someone run some of the goods over here and sell some of the stuff at Madesmeyer. Yeah, we'll leave Nabs and McFly here because McFly's kind of slow on the map, and we'll just grab all the uranium, the marble blocks. Wait, the marble blocks actually don't sell for that much, and they're really heavy, as well as much steel we can carry, 102 steel. And we'll head down here. It's only gonna take 0.2 days, and it's gonna be even quicker to get back because we won't be carrying anything. I haven't really talked about the research we've been doing, but we did research into battery, and then we went straight for microelectronics, which allows us to build this steel high-tech research bench, which we need to build in order to even do the higher tier research. Like, anything past this requires a high-tech research bench, like all these techs do. Not only that though, it now researches at a 100% rate versus the regular one only researches at a 75% rate, which is why rush into this because now we're going to research techs quicker, and it is really expensive actually. It requires 250 steel and 10 components, but Safi's been doing some work mining wise. We have a bunch of steel at the base. 75, 75, 75. Yeah, we should have enough steel for sure. But yeah, Doomguy and Amanda made it back to Matesmeyer. Stump off all this meat and random food, as well as all this steel for not that much profit, only 100 I guess, and then uranium for about another 100. Okay, that wasn't as much of a profit as I thought it was going to be. I mean, we got 246. We're a bit closer to our goal, I guess, of getting the Praetor suit. It looks like Sasquatch did it. He built the high-tech research table. It does require power, so we have to build a power line a bit closer to it. And there we go. It's powered up. We're now going to research towards the multi-analyzer, and if we attach this to the research bench, that will also increase our research speed, and it also unlocks a bunch more techs. All right, so the caravan made it back to the prisoner camp, and we're just going to leave this place. We're going to pack up every single thing that we can, all the guns and stuff. There's an LMG that we could actually sell, or we could use it. It's a pretty good weapon. And then we'll haul as much steel as we can, and I think we'll actually just drop this off at Matesmeyer. We lose some magical substances as well as some incendiary shells, and if we dump off all the steel, we get way more movement. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Almost like, I don't know, 226 steel is so much. 37.5 tiles versus 24.6. It's going to take a bit longer to get back. Yeah, let's just dump it off, and let's dump off the machine pistol too. We'll keep the LMG. And this headpiece for $150. Holy cow. We're getting close to that Praetor suit actually. We're like 1400 off. All right, well, we got everyone back to base, and I've been working on just expanding the base. We got our power set up. We got some lighting set up, not in every room, and I haven't really been working on the bedrooms at all. A lot of people are still sleeping in the same room as each other, but we'll be fixing that soon. The main thing is I didn't want to use wood on these walls. I want to save wood for other stuff, and we don't have tree sowing yet, so we can't plant our own trees. But this wooden stone cutter table, we've been cutting a lot of these sandstone blocks, and I've been making walls out of sandstone. You can build them really quickly, and they're pretty tanky. Like, they're a lot tankier than wooden walls. In the next episode though, we're going to be filling up the base more, adding a cooling system, a heating system, as well as I think at the start of the episode we'll go for that Praetor suit armor. Doomguy does have their marine armor, but it slows them down, whereas the Praetor suit armor actually speeds them up by a considerable amount. I decided with these episodes I want to actually have them have kind of a purpose, and I want to get somewhere versus just cranking out daily episodes. And so I do apologize, it's been 3 days since I've uploaded, but it shouldn't take as long for the next episode. Like, there was just a lot of grinding in this episode, and it took me a while to just get everything done. If you guys are liking Rimworld and you possibly want to even see another series after this one's done, then drop a like. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.